Drake? They got bodied by Pusha T? This kid is hiding his kid from the world, but his world wanna hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in a wheelchair? Drake?
Yes!
Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all talking about the light skin from the Generous?
From Toronto.
Yo, stop playing with me.
From where?
The Grassy.
Stop playing with me like I ain't teach Drake everything he knows.
Hold on, you taught Drake everything he knows.
Whether it's a meme, discourse, discography ranking, analysis, or something else, Drake has been in the rap game conversations for well over a decade at this point. He's one of those rappers that even non-rap fans know for one reason or another. With so much time in the game and so much constant attention, it's no surprise he's had his share of beefs with rappers from different generations for different reasons. In some cases, it wasn't even a beef. The rapper just straight up said they didn't like him for one reason or another. His petty behavior is often at the center of it all, with him using social media or memes and other immature tactics. We're taking a look back on some of these moments for nostalgia, and while some are pretty much unforgettable, there are others you may not even have been aware of. DMX. A cosign for a current generation artist from a past generation artist yields two results. People are happy or not happy about it. In the case of DMX on Drake, the opposite of a cosign happened, and people were actually happy about it. In 2012, DMX was on The Breakfast Club for an interview. Amongst other topics, they asked him what he thought about Drake, to which he gave a straight-up answer of disapproval.
What about Drake? You like Drake?
No.
My man.
He didn't even say a little bit. He didn't even say halfway.
That's my guy right there.
No.
That's why X is necessary in the game right there.
Man. Now, why don't you like Drake?
I don't like anything about Drake. I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
See, I be trying to tell these people.
I don't like the way he walks. Like nothing. I don't like his haircut. I might just let me shut up. I'll just stop right there.
Oh my God.
2012 was the year Drake's album Take Care dropped, and this is one many people hold in high regard. Still, considering most of DMX's music and general persona, it's easy to see how he would not be a fan of Drake's. However, it was in the midst of Drake trying to release a posthumous Aaliyah album that DMX had even more to say.
Real quick, what do you think about Drake doing Aaliyah's posthumous album that's coming out and not involving Missy Elliott, Timbaland?
Man, it just shows what I have said. Fuck a piece of like, motherfucker, you didn't even know this woman. You didn't even know that you were in middle school. And you know, like, before I just spoke on what I didn't like or I don't like, what I know, like, you know, I didn't know him, so I couldn't say I didn't like him, but I don't like this or now it's like, you piece of shit, you piece of shit. Like, what the f gives you the right to, I mean, allow me to live on and not include the people that she always worked with, not include her recipe. So it's like saying, you know what, I'm gonna make KFC, but I'm not using the Colonel recipe. That ain't KFC. That's your FC. Your chicken. That ain't the Colonel's fucking chicken. That's your chicken. That's some bullshit. It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
Have you heard the first song?
Nah, man. But I mean, it's wrong. Like, at least honor her legacy. Like, honor what she did. Like, you have no right to make it yours. If you're gonna allow it to live on, do it in a manner that honors what she did. That's all you can do. Respectfully, rightfully. You say, oh, I'm gonna take this and who the f are you? Who the f are you to change?
Drake has always been someone who likes to collect pieces of the past just because he can. Whether it be this situation, Tupac's ring, Pharrell's chains, or a microphone signed by Pusha T, the irony is glaring. It seems that Drake will never lose the culture vulture label bestowed upon him. A$AP Rocky. The beef between Drake and Rocky seemed inevitable based on one person in common between them, Rihanna. We all know Rocky is now married to her. They have a family, and both of them continue to make successful business moves. Meanwhile, Drake dated her in the past and was still throwing subliminal shots at anyone and everyone, and we all know the uncertainties of any relationship he had or hasn't had. Rocky called Drake out for this, and for his music during his feature on Future and Metro Boomin's 2024 track, Show of Hands.
Swear they bitch the baddest, I just bagged the worst one. And they feelings over women, what you heard of, son? I smashed before you birth, son. Flacco hit it first, son. Still don't trust you, always us, never them. Heard you drop your latest shit, funny how it just came and went.
Drake would retort with lines in Family Matters, which was supposed to be a diss focused on Kendrick. Many wouldn't classify what he said about Rocky as a diss, with him essentially saying Rocky's music was not good and he should stick to being a successful model and fashion influencer. He also said he, allegedly, slept with Rihanna first, which nobody cares about because Rocky is married to her. Drake continues to show how petty he is and how into drama and hearsay he continues to be. Pusha T. When you clicked on this video, you knew this beef was going to be included. And before the experts jump in the comments, we're doing the short version. Pusha T's diss for Drake is one that literally sent shockwaves throughout the rap world, maybe even the music world. When it released on May 29th, 2018, even before pressing play, listeners were greeted by a picture of Drake in blackface. The kind from when racist caricatures of black people were everywhere. But before we even get into that one, let's go back just a little. Push had some words for Drake on Infrared, the closing track from his album Daytona. These lyrics came for Drake's ghostwriting allegations, which have been a constant topic with his music for years, his connections to Birdman, Wayne, and more.
Games f***ed up, beats is banging, your hooks did it, the lyric penning equal to Trump's winning. The bigger question is how the Russians did it. It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin. It's okay to kill baby. Looked at me crazy like I really killed a baby. Salute Ross cause the message was pure. He see what I see when you see Wayne on tour. Flash without the fire. Another multi-platinum rapper trapped and can't retire. Get exposed, I see the cracks and I'm the liar. I've been exposed, I took the crack and built the wire. Now who do you admire? Your rap songs is all trying my patience. Them prices ain't real without inflation. How could you ever right these wrongs when you don't even write your songs? But let us all play along. We all know what for real been waiting on.
Drake would respond with Duppy freestyle, but nothing would compare to what Push dropped next. Upon pressing play, listeners heard the words of a man who knew he had something that would change everything. We've all heard it, but let's hear it again.
You name drop my fiance, let them know who you chose as your Beyonce. Sophie knows better as your baby mother. Cleaned her up for IG, but the stench is on her. A baby's involved, it's deeper than rap. We talking character, let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker. Playing border patrol. Ooh! Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than an Adidas press run. That's real. Love that baby, respect that girl. Forget she's a porn star, let her be your world. Yeah.
Titled The Story of Adidon. This diss would completely reshape people's already mixed perceptions of Drake. Known for always portraying his partners as being the problem in the relationship and blaming his behavior on theirs, the fact he had a child was the most surprising result of all the situations he had talked about in his music. He already had mixed credibility as a rapper, but now he had no credibility as a man and a father. His response came in a track called Emotionless, which contained the instantly memed line, "I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, I was hiding the world from my kid." This line only caused eye rolls and head shakes from everyone, as it seemed Drake was trying to justify his actions. Ludacris. This is a situation you may not remember. In 2010, Drake did an interview where he talked about what has been called the super duper flow, #rap, and other names. Drake credited Big Sean for being the first person he heard do it throughout a verse, but many other people had heard the flow used decades beforehand by other artists. One of those people was Ludacris, who released a diss track for both of them in response to the claim.
Counterfeit rappers say I'm stealing they flows, but I can't steal what you never made up, bitch. Y'all some duplicate rap cloning. I manufacture you hoes. Put on your makeup, bitch. Let me explain. Nothing's been new since Big Daddy Kane. Flows will get recycled, passed around to different names, but what's the same?
that every verse I spit is insane. Got more styles than any rapper in the game. 11 years and still counting. And y'all get a couple of hit records, make some noise, and have the nerve to start shouting? Who's gassing them? They blowing smoke up your ass. You fired up, but I'm just puff passing them until they roaches buried in my ashtray. Burn slow, better pray like it's your last day. You lying to yourself, just admit it. May not like the way I used it, but you know you ain't invented, boy. Do your research before you make a claim so bogus that's disrespecting pioneers in the game. The fame, but go ahead and get your 5 minutes. Then you frontline cadets can report to your lieutenant. Sir, yes, sir.
While not knowing about something from the past is often just a result of age when it comes to rap, someone in the game like Drake should know of those before him in a genre where he claims to be the king. Meek Mill. Let's be real and say that this beef gave us songs from Drake that multiple people enjoyed. Summer 16, Charged Up, and Back to Back were all celebrated and acclaimed when they dropped. However, let's also acknowledge the fact that Meek Mill got his in against Drake too. The two of them initially started beefing because of Meek Mill's claim that Drake used a ghostwriter for their 2015 collab, Rico. This is not the first or last time this claim would be fuel for someone feuding with Drake. Meek's War Pain dropped nearly 15 minutes after Drake dropped Summer 16, which made for a very exciting time in the rap world.
Catch you out in Brooklyn, get your chain tucking. My Philly boys will creep up on you when you ain't looking. With your little memes, I be with the real queen, screaming free the real preem. We be doing real things, pull up with a bad bitch, whipping something real mean. Marching all these drums on me like a drill team. I be with my yes, all I know is kill things. Don't make me make a real scene. See an OVO chain, pipe, take that. So dreaming wasn't enough, we had to chase that. You ain't ready. We caught you, can't erase that. And you claiming you hold now? Why you state that? Man, I hate that. Be talking out they face, but soon as you body something, they be singing like they Drake. Wait, dancing like they fruitcakes. Hotline bling, don't get no bang up in this new race. Pull up on the plug, swap the bag with the suitcase. DC4 on the way, that's due date. Ride you in your city and you told. Touring from the 6, you hating on him, Lord knows. Culture vulture, now it's time to pay the toast. Soft as the lacrosse team, boy, that's word to hope. No reply, word to God, I'm on the floor still. Me and Nikki watching the 6s, I'm closing more deals. Dream Chaser, double MG, we got the door sealed. Rock Nation, Atlantic Records, I'm on my 4th deal. When I met you, you was on my dick. Asked me to hold the DC chain, and you want some. O'Malley told me get it back cause he like Buzz a bitch. And I'm like, let him get it too cause we gon' charge him trips.
Once again, Drake's integrity and actions are the center of the topic with someone dissing him. It's as if he keeps making unwise decisions that people hold a mirror up to so he can see how unwise they were. Kendrick Lamar. Who else would we end the video with? It's the beef that non-rap fans knew about. It's the beef that birthed the song morning newscasters would reference due to its immense popularity. It's a beef some say Drake has not and will never recover from. We all know it started with J. Cole saying him, Drake, and Kendrick were the big 3 of the rap game. And we all know what Kendrick said in response to that on Like That from Future and Metro Boomin's album.
Got the location, I still got PTSD. The big 3. It's just big me. Boom! What? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack. Boom! For all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. He go see Pet Cemetery.
Young dope, dealer selling dope. Is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors. Is you like that? Young throw selling lows. Is you like that? All 24, you won't go. Is you like that?
Drake would respond with Push-Ups, a single which talked about Kendrick's label contracts, name-dropped multiple people, and mentioned his weight and shoe size. Some things obviously stung more than others, but as expected, Drake's song still had that mainstream appeal polish to it. A lot of people liked the beat, and the song had a hook, with a line Drake also weaved into his verses. Drake also released Tailor-Made Freestyle, which was questioned by everyone, no matter whose side they were on. He used AI software to get features from Tupac and Snoop Dogg. In the midst of the rise of AI, and its threat to all of the music industry, Drake decided to use something some people want to use to replace artists like him. This move only added to the list of odd and questionable things he's done in his career. Kendrick's disses against Drake weren't just disses, they dismantled him. And they were done strategically, with multiple layers for each one. The track Euphoria has 2 beat switches, and with each one, Kendrick attacks Drake for multiple things in multiple ways.
The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Heavy antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate you're not as calculated? How can you even predict your angle? Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness.
Buddy, you told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nickel make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay. It's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase. It's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, no, I'm a selfish. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping that Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet.
Kendrick took a page out of Drake's book with his diss titled 616 in LA. These timestamp songs are a staple in Drake's discography. Kendrick would also post this song on Instagram before releasing it on streaming services. And we all know how much Drake loves to post on Instagram. Even the 616 in the title is layered with coincidences and/or of references. Tupac's birthday is June 16th. Father's Day was June 16th last year. And Kendrick's first concert in Toronto was June 16th, 2011. In this diss, Kendrick attacks Drake's circle and his integrity as a man and a figure in the music business. For someone as egocentric as Drake, this one hit hard.
Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tootsie slide up out of this one, it's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day. Now live in your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets. Then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. You're playing nerdy with Zach Beer and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little mans is losing steam, they figured you out. The first appearance is not convincing, I need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
Drake's response, Family Matters, had a music video that showed what people thought was the destruction of the minivan from the iconic cover of Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City. But it wasn't. It wasn't even the same model. Another L for Drake. His diss, once again, had shots for other people in it and was modeled after the format Kendrick did on Euphoria with 2 beat switches. Meanwhile, on Meet the Grams, things took a sinister turn with production from The Alchemist and Kendrick's lyrics as he writes a letter to Drake's family members and tells him just how horrible their blood relative is. And of course, he ends the song addressing Drake himself. Released almost an hour exactly after Drake's Family Matters, this made for a very exciting night during the beef. The opening moments to this one are still chilling, and I don't think anyone will forget the first time they heard it.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind him. Life is hard, I know. The challenge is always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor since your daddy don't teach you. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. What Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Dear Sandra, Your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotion, hoping the man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible person. The nerve for you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think like him should die.
No matter what happens to Drake, he will continue to be one of the most popular rappers of this generation. We've seen him use multiple accents, release multiple types of songs, and do features for multiple artists. No matter what he does, people will talk about it, and he'll talk back, whether directly or indirectly. At this point, one would think he would have grown out of some of these behaviors, but he does continue to call himself the boy. These 6 artists made it loud and clear they are not here for Drake. Whether it's real beef, straight up disrespect, or just the fact that they can't stand his music, these artists didn't hold back. And let's be real, if Drake sees this, he's probably already in the studio cooking up a subliminal diss with a passive-aggressive hook. But what do you think? Who had the most savage take on Drizzy? And did we leave anyone off the list? Hit the comments and let's talk. Just don't get caught slipping, or you might end up in a 3 a.m. Instagram rant. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Help us out by liking, sharing, and commenting, and make sure to check out these other videos. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we're dropping videos throughout the week. And of course, as always, we'll see you in the next one.